Erev Tov Ramah Galim. We are happy and excited to bring you another installment of our Harga'ah program. And we have a special, fingers there. We have a very special program tonight. And things are gonna be a little bit different. So get excited. And it's now my pleasure to introduce Zoe and Aaron, who will be our sort of stars for the evening. Zoe, Aaron, can you tell us a little bit about yourselves? How long you've been going to camp? What you've been doing for the summer so far? Take it away.
So I'm Zoe.
I'm Aaron.
We've been going to Ramah for 5 years now. This is our 5th kind of summer. We're from Bay Area, South Bay.
We've been doing a lot of activities from the Ramah sessions online. We've been keeping busy by, doing hikes and swimming in our pool and playing with our dog. So that's been really fun.
And also doing a tad bit of schoolwork so we don't fall behind.
Yep.
Great. Well, one of the things that makes Zoe and Aaron so special and unique amongst many is that they are the only two Hanichim campers, Hanichim, who have ever had a bat mitzvah at camp. And we just had the pleasure of celebrating with Aaron on Monday at her camp bat mitzvah, which unfortunately, Aaron, we couldn't do at camp, but it was such a special experience. And Zoe in 2018 did her bat mitzvah on a beautiful foggy day at camp. And I'm wondering if the two of you can share a little bit about what was the experience like of doing your camp bat mitzvah? What was meaningful about it?
Well, for me, especially because mine was at camp, it was so meaningful because I had so many people around me that I knew it was almost like a family. It's my home away from home. So for me to do it at Ramah that year, it was just so special. And being able to be tutored and having the ocean right there, the smell of the waves and the pine trees, it was just so special.
With me at my house for the Zoom meeting, it was still special because I know a lot of the Camp Ramah came and watched me and supported me through it. But even at Ramah, it would have been much better because I could have seen everyone and they could have said something and they would have supported me throughout the whole thing and they would have watched me in person and been able to congratulate me in person than rather on Zoom or in text. So
having the support there of like communal and the people, it makes a difference.
Aaron, it makes me wonder what we can do when Matot comes around next summer. Maybe there's something that we can do to bring that memory back too. You'll have to think about that a little bit.
Second reading.
No pressure. Wait, I thought I was done, Rabbi Sarah. Aaron, you shared such beautiful words on Monday. I'm wondering if you can tell us a little about this week's portion is a double portion. It's Matot Maseh. On Monday, you read so beautifully from the Torah portion in Bamidbar Matot. I wonder if you can share with us a little bit about what connections you made to your own personal life from the Parsha.
So Matot is about vows and keeping trust. So you need to keep trust with people and with everyone around you, especially friends and family. So with my connection is that I play soccer and I have to trust my teammates and I have to trust my coach to make difficult decisions that I may not know. And we trust each other on and off the field, but also with my scout troop, I trust them to lead us in a right direction on the trail so we don't get lost, and to always bond with each other and to trust what we're doing and to make everything so fun, like at Ramah. So every time there, you make trust with other friends and new friends, and it's just really, it's a happy place to be when you have such great friends there.
Amazing. I know, Aaron, right before your bat mitzvah, you did another rite of passage, which was backpacking in Yosemite with your scout troop. I will spare you pulling up a picture of the backpacking trip, but we can all imagine Aaron with our super heavy 80-pound pack in a scout troop, the only girl other than another, I think, female leader in the troop.
Yes.
What a commitment you've made, as you talked about with Matot, to that group. And what's it like being, now that the scouts have opened up to girls, what's your experience like being in a scout troop?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, with Girl Scouts, it's much different because you're going on different outings, on different masas, and you get to bond with other people that you may not know, and you do different items. And it's really fun because then you can connect with other people you don't know, and you get to have different experiences. And it's fun to go on different outings with people because then you get to know them better, and you get to know, oh, what they like to do or how they like to set up stuff. And it's just a great place to learn how to bond with people and how to know how to do things and to trust people.
That's great. So speaking of being on the trail, obviously the Masaot are a big part of what we do at camp, and I'm curious, how has what have been some highlights of both of your experiences doing Masa at camp? You know, what are some of them that stick out as being really memorable?
So for my favorite trip was in a probably ocean Masa. We went whale watching, and it was really fun to see everyone, their reaction to the whales, but also their reactions when throwing up off the boat, and how they get seasick. I mean, that was pretty enjoyable, and I mean, in a gross way, but it was funny. But also when we spent the night in Monterey, it was really fun because we got to look under the stars, and we got to actually spend time and make like marshmallows, and we got to do a campfire, and we got to tell stories about other various Masa outings from past years.
Yeah, I have to remember next summer to make sure there's enough Dramamine in all the packs. Hot commodity.
Exactly.
And for me, my favorite was most likely 2 years ago when Edgar went on a 16-mile backpacking trip, and we did 13 miles in a day on heavy packs. And we had all these like pots and pans and tarps and all these things that we never ended up using. And most kids ended up even overpacking on like clothing, not sure how dirty they'd get. It was just so heavy. Or last year in Ocean X, we were on Masa. The buses were all like 3 hours late. We didn't have bowls, and we're eating out of like chip bags because someone grabbed the wrong box and something happened. And so we were just sitting at the slough eating Chex Mix. So we had bags and stuff waiting for a bus.
I think maybe did a bunch of vans come pick you up that day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There was like 6 minivans, and they went back and forth a few times.
Yeah, I drove one of the vans to help pick everybody up. I remember that day. It was interesting. Yeah, I mean, got to do what you got to do. A Cheez-It bag can work as a bowl. You know, creative thinking and problem solving, very important at camp, right? But that's great. That's great.
The epic stories that we have, the memories, right, that stick with us are such a fun aspect of it. The two of you have such a nice bond as sisters. And I'm sure many people have siblings are, trying to navigate how to not drive themselves or their sibling crazy in this new sheltering in place world of ours. What suggestions do you have for your camp friends and for other friends about how are you holding up spending so much time at home?
Locking ourselves in our room watching Netflix and saying, I need a breather. And then disappearing for an hour or a day into our room.
But you only text them when you need food. So
Bring me a bagel.
yeah,
Like
nice
this
today.
morning, I brought her a bagel in bed.
I mean, I don't want to get up. I mean, you're up and about, so
Yeah.
I mean, if you say please and thank you, then they'll do it. That's the only thing. So you have to be polite, but also you have to be kind to them sometimes.
Yeah, I appreciate that politeness, giving each other the benefit of the doubt, like you're saying, and giving each other a little space too. It sounds like you figured out healthy ways to do that, which is important, I guess, not just with our siblings, but also with our other family members, our parents, and even our pets, who I imagine must be getting sick of us being home so much this time too. I think you guys have a dog, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Brooke?
Yes.
Yeah.
She disappeared out of the room.
I'll go get her.
Maybe while Aaron is fetching, oh, that's a funny word to use in this case. Maybe while Aaron's fetching Brooke, Zoe, I noticed you're wearing a camp t-shirt, and I know you and Aaron are very passionate about camp swag. Why don't you tell us if you have a favorite camp swag item or t-shirt?
Well, my favorite items have been the last 2 years, the t-shirts of this one, and then the one with the circular emblem from last year, just because they're so soft and it's just such a nice material. There's the dog.
Oh, have you ever tried to put any swag on Brooke before?
She put my camp shirt on her.
Or she brings it around the house.
Yeah, and she wears it around the house. Or she'll take a pair of shorts and start chewing just the tag.
She doesn't like anything else, just the tag.
Or she'll take random socks from everywhere.
Rabbi Sarah, camp swag for dogs, pets, and other furry family members could be the next big enterprise.
You're onto something.
Or socks.
Or socks.
Socks.
So you happen to have some camp leadership on the call here. What requests would you, Aaron and Zoe, or anyone joining us online that wants to add so in the comments section? Any special requests, color of t-shirt, or any special requests for swag in Kites 2021?
Purple. Probably anything purple. I mean, that would, because we had many darker colors and lighter colors, but we didn't have that middle color like purple, because it's not too dark, but it's not too light. So it's exactly.
Yeah, because we've had 3 gray t-shirts, a blue one and a green one, and then for the blue and the green, the staff colors were yellow and red. So purple, perfect mix, complete the rainbow.
So are we talking purple? Are we talking heathered purple, more maroon, more lavender? Like what shade are we working
probably
with?
like dark purple. I mean,
Yeah,
not too dark, but like that middle tone of purple.
So like
I
violet.
don't know. Yeah, violet, exactly.
Like
and then the
violet,
same
you're turning
soft
violet.
material as these ones.
As the newer ones, the newer shirts.
Yeah, camp totally hit the jackpot with with wherever those shirts are from. They're perfect. Yeah.
Nothing like a good, comfortable t-shirt to go to bed in at night. So true.
And the sizing for these is actually more accurate, I've noticed, because my other ones would actually start to shrink in the wash. These ones stay in their shape.
They last much longer, so.
So it's starting to get later and some of our friends may need to go to bed soon. So have one final question for the two of you, which is we've talked a lot about different memories and recalling from the past. Do you have a favorite camp memory that comes to mind?
Yes. So I think it was last year. There's a counselor at Sevet named Barry, and we would drive her all crazy. And
That was Aaron's group, not mine.
and we would ask to go to the Mirpa'a so many times, and we would just say, Barry, I'm sick, or we would just annoy her by saying her name.
Or get stuck in things.
Oh yeah. Favorite memory, I think I got stuck in like my shoe, like it was so stuck to my foot because I've been wearing it for so long, and I needed Barry's help to like get it off, and she just walked away. She's like, I can't handle this anymore. That was great.
Very important to keep your 7 members on their toes. Very important.
Yes, yes.
I
How
think
about
for me,
you? Yeah, go ahead, Zoe.
mine has always been most likely Tefillah Float. I was trying to remember the name. Especially like with Marcy leading it, it's always been my favorite. Because at camp, I'm surprisingly not a morning person, even though when I'm home, I'm total morning person and will get up at 5 in the morning for absolutely no reason. Yeah. But on Tefillah Float, Marcy always has to wake me up, and I'm just so ready to go. And the cold doesn't even bother me for that. It's just, let's go boogie board at 5 in the morning or 6.
Thank you. For those of you that have not experienced Tefillah Float, it's a program where we get up super early in the cold and go down to the beach to do a tefillah prayer service on the beach and in the water. And we always seem to see the most amazing animals at those early hours, the whales and the seals and the
Dolphins.
shofar kelp and birds, right?
We saw dolphins one year, I think. Far off, but there were, I think, 3 dolphins.
Awesome. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Aaron and Zoe, for sharing some memories, some suggestions, some Torah with us tonight for this really special Harga'ah. And Mazel Tov again to Aaron on a beautiful and powerful bat mitzvah experience on Monday. It was such a special simcha for us to have with your family and with our camp community and Beth Dave and so many other friends and family. So Mazel Tov to that.
Thank you.
And we will be back tomorrow night for another Harga'ah at 8:30 with our partners at USY. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Avram. Thank you again, Zoe and Aaron. And Lila Tov.